Chapter 6 of Thoughts to Die For is entitled Unanticipated. I had so many questions I wanted to ask Snurr, but as I ran toward him, a disturbing voice reverberated in my head. "Thanks for nothing!" I scanned the area, but saw no one. The voice came again. "You think you can just go off gallivanting across dimensions, build a new life for yourself, and leave me in that town without a down? Oh, no you don't. I won't be left behind. Besides, you need me." My right eye developed a tic as I saw her standing before me. Is that my dog? Or is someone playing a trick on me? How'd she get here? And without an invitation? I was happy to see Althea, but not so happy about being able to hear her thoughts. "Well, I didn't get here with any help of yours now, did I? No, I dangled through eternity in that purple tornado, my paw caught in your stupid sheet. I barked the entire trip. You just ignored me." Apparently, at this point, I fainted. A few minutes later, I awoke to Althea repeatedly pressing her paw against my cheek. "Oh, come on. That can't be that traumatic. Don't faint again. We need to get to Hemp's. You're probably suffering from low blood sugar, and frankly, I'm famished." I opened my eyes reluctantly, secretly hoping she'd be gone. "Our relationship will never be the same. This is incredibly weird, and honestly, you seem a bit bossy. I never noticed that before," I said, as if hearing her thoughts wasn't traumatic enough. I could now hear her speak. "Bossy? I'm not bossy. I should bite your nose off. You abandoned me. I'm traumatized. Just get up and take me to Hemp's, where you can feed me properly." I picked Althea up and held her close, feeling as though I was cradling the commandant of the Marine Corps in pet form. My attention shifted to Snurr. "Where were you? I thought you were going to be with me. I had no idea what I was supposed to do." "You prematurely funneled. By the time I got to your house, you were gone," said Snurr, hugging me. I explained that I'd entered through the doors. Snurr congratulated me. "But why? Why didn't I enter the right way, like the others?" I asked. "Oh, it's not a matter of right or wrong. It's just not typical. Your soul has to know some stuff to come through the doors. Alive. Which you obviously did, so congrats." My soul? What? I thought. Just as I was about to ask Snurr a million questions, I saw two Snurrs. Assuming my vertigo had returned, I closed my eyes and opened them only to find that there were still two of them. Oddly, they were different colors. One was sage green, the other lavender. One had braces, the other glasses. "This is my brother Mobert," said Snurr, tickling Mobert's belly. Mobert glared venomously at him and grabbed his finger mid-tickle. I heard knuckles crack. "Ouch! Be nice. You need to work on your first impressions," said Snurr. I thought I heard Mobert growl at me, and this reminded me of the growl I'd heard in the uprooted forest. Snurr took me by the arm and walked me toward Hemp's vehicle while casting stern looks over his shoulder at his brother. Neon green peace signs gleamed from the vehicle's hood and trunk. The license plate read Hemp 3. Purple flower power decals and a smattering of stickers covered the bumper. I read a few. Question the answers. Be the change you wish to see in the dimensions. The only wand you'll ever need is a better feeling thought. What you think is what you get. Miracles are thought in action. Sift and shift. Chauffeur-like, Snurr opened the door for me. "Wait a minute. I thought these things didn't have doors," I said, stepping inside. "Who told you that?" asked Snurr, pressing a button that caused the window to open. "A girl named Sarabella." I ran my fingers over the furry, tie-dyed seat covers and matching shag carpet. "Do you mean the girl who flew the security aeroplane around the crater tonight?" I nodded yes. "It figures," said Snurr flippantly. I held my breath, awaiting his next words. I hoped to learn more about Sarabella. I liked her, then hated her, and liked her again, all within a few hours. "Sarabella? Well, she," began Snurr. She drinks too much crater water, wheezed a creepy voice from behind me. Goosebumps marched up my forearms. I turned toward the voice. It belonged to Mobert. Mobert glared at me from where he sat in a purple skull-stickered aeroplane hovering nearby. "Don't look at Levi like that. You'll scare him." "Time to go. Buckle up," beckoned Snur. After several minutes of confused searching, I buckled one belt. Just as I was about to ask Snur why his vehicle had only one seatbelt, Mulbert's face appeared in the open window beside me. "Because the psych-pyre likes to play games," he whispered. I cringed as Mulbert's icy breath violated my ear. "Badger off, Mulbert!" snapped Snur, as he pressed a button that closed the window. "Leave the kid alone!" Mulbert stared at me through the aeroplane window, his glare so sharp I thought the glass might shatter. Snur apologized for his brother. "Oh, he can be a handful." Hemp arrived with a stack of towels. He climbed into the aeroplane, and we were off in a flash. It was a smooth flight, and my mind wandered. What had Mulbert meant when he said Cerebella likes to play games? Is there really such a thing as a psych-pyre, or is that just a name he calls her? It doesn't matter. I'll probably never see her again. Of course, a small part of me hoped I was wrong. As we approached Hemp's, I strained to see, beyond the morsels of land the headlights and dimly lit twin moons grudgingly exposed. I caught glimpses of trees, a pond, and stone arches. Don't you guys have streetlights?" "We prefer natural lighting whenever possible," answered Hemp. As we entered the cottage, I felt powerful pockets of air above me. Crashing sounds bounced through the darkness. I crouched and shielded my head with my arms. "What was that?" I asked, startled. "Something got knocked over," answered Snur. No, not that. I mean the swooshing over my head," I said, my hands flailing through the air. "Oh, that's Rupert. Poor thing. Went blind after all those experiments," said Snur. What is Rupert?" I asked. "Whatever it is, it reeks. Can't imagine why you'd ever let anything like that in the house smelling that nasty," complained Althea from where she sat safely nestled in my arms. When I learned that Rupert was a Clawkin, my only thought was of escape. There's a Clawkin in the house?" I panicked, then ducked, making sure to keep my head low. "Turn the lights on before the ghastly creature destroys the place," growled Mulbert. "I'll light a few of my Eternaburn candles. I invented them last week," said Hemp proudly. "One candle burns a lifetime." The crashing continued as Hemp searched for candles. There were more swooshing sounds from above. A powerful puff of air flattened me against the wall with a thud, and Althea was tossed from my arms. Skidding sounds moved across the hardwood floor, followed by a single, melodramatic yelp. This is the end of Chapter 6. Thanks for listening.